autobiographical memory, which is also considered called HSAM. From what I understand, there's only like 100 cases reported, but I suspect there's many more. My question is, what is the function of this ability? I'd like to have your spin on it. I've been researching quite a bit, and I'm trying to figure out how to be as supportive as possible, other than her being a fantastic assistant, to me. My memory's not so spot on. So she will basically remember everything. We could go back to, like, what did we do a year ago today? And she'll say it was a Wednesday, and it was raining, and so-and-so visited, and we ate this for dinner, and I've been keeping journals and testing her on it, and she's spot on. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what would be the function of this ability, and how can I be supportive of her, or in a spiritual sense, like, how would I direct it? Okay, thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you.
Well, there are many ways in which this ability can be utilized in your society. Obviously, in a sense, a person like that can be a living library for the idea of the events in her life and others with whom she interacts, so that she can recall flawlessly the ideas, the nuances, the immediate moments, all the way back to her birth. So it can be used for someone to record events so that she is an absolute keeper of those events, so that there is no misunderstandings, no mistakes about what was going on at a certain point in her life and the lives of the others that she interacted with. So it can be used that way. At the same time, it can also be understood as something that fixes a particular reality and freezes it in a certain way. It can be utilized to understand how the level of commitment to a certain idea can be expressed when someone focuses strongly enough on a particular path, on a particular idea, so that there is no deviation from it whatsoever. So it can be used that way as well, because many people on your planet wonder, well, how can I have the discipline to stay on the path? How can I not stray from the path? The quality that she exhibits can show you the degree to which a being can focus on a particular guideline, on a particular path, to the absolute exclusion of any other path. Not that she's necessarily exhibiting it that way, apparently, but that can also be representative of that degree of laser-like focus on the idea of what your soul's path is, with no deviation whatsoever. That you are walking that razor's edge, and there is absolutely no question that you will ever lose your balance or fall off of what may appear to be a very thin path, because to the person with that kind of focus, the path is actually quite wide, and there's just no way they're going to lose the sense of where they're going, because there's no way they lose the sense of where they've been. It is a direct, linear path that keeps them on the straight and narrow with absolutely no deviation. It can be used to understand that degree of focus as well in any endeavor that might be representative of someone's soul path and their passion in life.
Oh, hello, Bashar. It's lovely to meet you.
And you as well. What would you like to discuss this day?
I'd like to discuss that I have a real problem of handling anger in other people and conflict situations, because it seems like anytime there's a conflict around me, what happens is I try to keep the peace, but the conflict seems to escalate to the point where if I start feeling angry myself, that's the point when it actually starts de-escalating. And I don't understand why I have to take on the anger vibration myself to actually stop the situation.
You don't. But by doing so, you appease others, because there is a saying on your planet that misery loves company. So when they understand that you are reflecting the same thing that they are reflecting, they feel more at ease, because it prevents them from really facing what's going on within themselves that makes them angry to begin with. So anytime a lot of individuals will show more calmness to a person who is angry, it can actually make them angrier because they feel they're not being heard. But when you become angry, they now feel that you're a kindred spirit, that you understand them more, that you're speaking their language. Now, that doesn't mean you have to become angry, but that's what's happening energetically and dynamically.
Right. Okay.
So there may be other ways that you can let them know you hear them, and therefore that can calm down their anger. So it's not about you having to match their frequency of anger. It's about being able to relate to them in some way, shape, or form, that you truly hear what they're saying, and that you validate what they're saying and validate their emotions for what they're going through without necessarily having to go there yourself.
I see.
So it depends on how you're keeping the peace that makes the difference.
I see. I see. Okay. That leads on to my second question, that a couple of months ago, I found a new job, and it was really, really exciting. The way I found it, it was just so not usual. It was like, it was great. And I joined a new company, and ever since, everything is uphill struggle. And I don't understand it, because it feels like it was the highest joy that you are mentioning. I was following my highest joy, and it was great in the beginning.
All right.
It's just uphill struggle.
All right. So this may be an opportunity for you to change your definitions about what kind of challenges you are facing, instead of defining them in a negative way. So if it really is representative of your passion, very often following your passion, as I've told you, will unleash one of the tools within the kit that is the reflective mirror that reveals to you anything within you that might be causing misalignment in the way that you are approaching the things that are representative of your passion. So you may be having negative definitions that challenge you to change those definitions about what it is you're doing. Can you be more specific about what the job is, and give us an example of what one of the challenges is that you're experiencing?
Sure. It's an office finance department job, and I have great experience in it, but this company has a great reputation in the country. When I joined them, I thought it would be a smooth process of me just fitting in, but several of the processes are not working. They're in the middle of a huge turmoil of changing everything upside down. And it just feels like whatever I'm trying to do, I'm doing it wrong.
All right. So what kind of discussions have you had with the people running the company about the way in which you may be going about things, or in the way that you're experiencing things? Have you had any discussions?
I have, yes. I asked for help and support, and they are giving it to me, but they are new themselves. It's the whole company is being, the management being replaced, and it feels like uphill struggle. It feels like nobody really has a clear picture of what we are doing at the moment.
All right. Is there something you can do to provide a clearer picture of what needs to happen?
I think I might, but given the rate at which I'm making mistakes at the moment, I feel like there's so much to learn, and at the same time, so much to change.
All right. But what I'm saying is, maybe you were attracted to be there because they need your help in clarifying things in a way that would actually make it easier for everyone and smoother for everyone to operate toward their goal. So are there things that you can think of that would actually allow things to be smoother, that you could share with the people running the company, that might actually help them make the company run more smoothly?
Yes, I think I could. Actually.
Then why don't you have those conversations? Because maybe that's why you're there.
Yes. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah, thank you so much. I have one more question,
Yes.
and this is about I would really love to experience oneness, and I don't know if there is a specific meditation that I could do or some kind of a principle mind training. I could.
Well, it sounds like your dog has the information that you need. Oneness.
Sorry?
You say you want to experience oneness, and I said it sounds like your dog has the information that you need.
He probably does.
So, oneness, what is your definition of experiencing oneness? What do you imagine that that would feel like?
I imagine it would feel peaceful and calm and without conflict.
Peaceful and calm. So, anything else? What does oneness mean to you?
It means going with the flow and being helpful to people and to myself, and just basically just smooth living.
All right. Being of service in that way. So you have just listed a bunch of things that are relatively physically practical. What is it that prevents you from behaving that way?
I guess it's my own attitude.
Yes. So if you want to experience oneness, you have to be one with yourself. You have to be at peace with yourself and not define things in a negative way when you come upon a challenge. So you have to approach them with oneness, with connectivity, with communication. You have to approach them in a peaceful way. You have to have a peaceful energy within yourself and a flow within yourself so that you can experience going with your flow when a challenge arises, because challenges help you grow. They're there for a positive reason. Look at them that way and approach them with your flow. How can this serve me? How can I use this challenge to serve others in a positive way? Dogs are a symbol of service on your planet. So be of service in any challenge that you face, but approach it from a sense of oneness, from a sense of connectivity, from a sense of peace within yourself. Yes?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bashar.
You're welcome. Will that help you?
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good day.
Good day to you too. Bye.
Bye.